Hello, everyone. Welcome to another scene for Darkness in Dublin, Werewolf, the Apocalypse venue. In this scene, we have Connor, who is a bright young Theurge of the Children of Gaia, and he is preparing for a mission later on. So, tell me what Connor is doing.
Connor is currently, because he thinks he's got kind of the lay of the land on how the keeper does his patrol or his stops in the run of the day. So he's sitting by. There's a river, right, that runs to the south.
Yeah.
He'll be sitting on the banks at a place that he knows to be pretty clean, and just is waiting for the keeper to stumble across him, and is going to ask the keeper to teach him how to make Gaia's breath.
Okay, let me get the keeper's overlay up. So he smiles to Connor, and I imagine that they're probably already in the Ember.
Probably. That is most likely, yes.
So, all right. Well, this is quite an important Talon for you to know how to make.
I'm about to undergo my first mission as a leader, so I figured it might be important to have a few of these kicking around, and just asking somebody to make them for me kind of counterproductive, so I figured I'd try to learn how to make them.
He nods. Well, the best way, there's a couple of different ways that you can make them. The best way is to use water spirits. You need a spirit of healing in order to make them, and water spirits are the most prevalent in most areas. You can also make them out of certain plants that have healing properties, but water spirits are going to be your best bet. Now,
it's almost like I chose the place to catch up with you perfectly. He kind of aside looks back and forth.
He grins and he nods. Yeah.
He chuckles and shuts up and continues listening.
Yeah, he smiles and he says, so because you are a Theurge, it's going to be a little bit easier for you to get the spirits to do what you want. But you are going to have to make a deal. Usually the first time, because when you bind a spirit to a Talon, it is in service to you until its purpose is fulfilled. So when you are binding a water spirit to, we usually use gourds because they are we use because it's easy to break and it's not going to hurt the person that you're trying to heal, because that would be counterproductive. So we don't use glass or anything like that for these. The gourds work pretty easily. It's like small pumpkins or, that type of thing. You just hollow it out and you bind the spirit to it. And then when it's broken, the spirit will, heal the person that you're trying to heal, and then it will go back to the Umbra and it is free. A lot of times, you can get the same spirits to keep doing it over and over again, if the particular spirits tend to like you and they like what you give them, or the type of deal that you make with them, and then you can build a bit of a rapport that way. That's generally how a lot of theurges do it. Especially if you frequent the same area like we do here, for the most part, you can use the same spirits over and over again, the same few. You can only make a few. You can only make a few at a time per day, but we do tend to work together to stock up on them for the sept to give to people before missions and things like that. So in the little he'll air quote armory that we have stores of talons that are common for being useful in combat and protection and things like that. So
I have an idea for a talon that I wanted to run by you, and at another point, I think it might be useful. Kind of popped into my head while I was thinking about this mission. But but if you don't mind, I'll talk to you about that maybe next time, maybe tomorrow or something.
I, of course, always open to new ideas.
He gives a thumbs up.
So the little deals that we make with these spirits, we generally just call chiminage. It's just a little thank you, a little something for them. You'll want, when you go to make fetishes eventually, not yet, you're not experienced enough. When you go to make those eventually, you will you'll have to make bigger, more involved deals with the spirit, because the spirit could be bound to this vessel for hundreds of years. You never know. The more powerful the fetish, the more powerful the spirit, the longer it's going to stay inside, and the bigger deal you're going to have to make. So it can get very, very involved.
He kind of pats his side where the flute is. Yeah, I've got one of those. I mean, it's been around a while, I think.
He nods. So he looks around. There are tons of water spirits around here, and they just look like happy little globs of water, honestly. Like they're pretty transparent. They're flitting and darting around and splashing around and having fun, and most water spirits are generally pretty happy. And sometimes a little bit mischievous. One actually noticed that one will come around and just kind of bonk Nathan's head. Splish. And he just kind of shakes off. He goes, "Hey,
I think we might have a volunteer.
What we doing that for?" And it'll giggle, go, "Tee hee hee, April Fools," and then it'll run away.
Hey, wait.
It'll stop and come back.
Hi.
Hello.
So I'm trying to learn something here. I was wondering if maybe you could help me out.
It kind of like bounces in the air a little bit. Sure. What are you trying to learn?
My friend here is teaching me how to make a Gaius breath.
Oh, that's where we go hide in the little vegetable thing for a while until we heal somebody, right?
Yes. He nods and he kind of looks like at Nathan just to make
Nathan grins and he chuckles at that description. He just like, yeah, that's pretty much it.
See, he's not quite used to it being described that way. That's why he's kind of giving Nathan the side eye. That's right?
Yeah, he says, water spirits think in very simplistic terms. So that's they're if you notice they're a bit childlike. So and then he whispers, "So you might want to come up with something fun."
If you help me out, I'll come play some games with you in a couple of days.
Games? What kind of games? I like games.
Game of tag? Maybe Nathan here can help out. Kind of smirks at Nathan.
Nathan, he just rolls his eyes and he's like, "Fine, just this once, I'll help ya." And he just grins like he doesn't actually mean that, but whatever. He produces. He always carries around things for Talon making, so he produces a gourd from his bag.
I'm guessing Nathan saying that's kind of like the "Don't you do that again" until next time.
Until next time. Next time, next time, make it hide and seek or something. Tag, whatever. But yeah, no. The spirit seems very eager for that, and actually, a couple others will come over at the mention of games and playing tag. So you've got these little happy blobs of water spirits around you, willing to help. So go ahead and roll me your Gnosis at difficulty 5.
Gnosis at difficulty 5. All right. Gnosis, I believe, is 4. Computer.
Oh no! Wait! It's not Gnosis. It's your rite of binding. You spend a Gnosis because you have to. You have to spend a Gnosis to make any Talon, and then you roll your rite of binding, which is witch rituals, because it's a mystic rite, at diff 5.
All right, that gives me a couple more dice. A couple more dice. So
yay, more dice.
And difficulty 5, you said?
Yep.
Ooh, 4 successes.
Sweet. You have gotten 4 water spirits to be bound into Talons for you. So nice. You have 4 Gaia's breaths, and Nathan is just taking out more like, oh, okay. He has a magpie swag, so it seems almost like it's never ending. He just takes 4 gourds out. It's like, okay. Any more? No? Okay. Just a 4. All right. That's a pretty good deal that you made there. He nods.
I thought on the scale of a child and thought games might interest them.
That is a very good way to think with them. Yeah, congratulations. You have made some Gaia's breaths, and as long as you keep up your promise to your end of the bargain, they'll be willing to help you probably anytime you want.
Yay! He smiles. I hope I am in the position to be able to do so. This mission is pretty. We're going in after the blood veins.
Oh, those nasty things. So it's a good thing you got these 4 Gaia's breaths. Good luck with those.
Thank you. Can I ask you another small favor?
Aye.
If this goes really bad, because I hear these aren't, and my previous experience with them, these are not nice little creatures. Can you come and play the game with these spirits for me?
Of course. Should something happen, which we always have to prepare for, I will make sure that your chiminage to these spirits are paid.
Thank you. And he reaches over to the nearest tree and kind of knocks on the wood.
The tree kind of like moves just a little bit, and then it's like, wait, do that again.
he does it again.
You get like feeling of happiness from the tree spirit.
Okay, right after this, he will go and he will meditate at the heart of the cairn to try to regain the.
Yes, make me a what's enigmas at diff 7. But let's what bonuses does raccoon give you? I don't remember. I don't think it gives you anything for enigmas.
I don't think so either.
Okay. Yeah, what's enigmas diff 7?
I got 2 successes.
Yep, you get your gnosis back.
Yay! He's
Alrighty.
also going to stop by the so-called armory and see if there's a staff that he can use.
A staff?
Yeah.
The person tending the armory rummages around a little bit and finds a basic staff.
He'll thank them. Tell him he owes someone a favor, and we'll head off to meet the rest of the crew.
Okay. And then I believe that is where we will end our scene.
Yay.
So, thank you, player, for playing. And thank you, watchers, for watching. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.